I'm Justin. I'm a student at the University of British Columbia. I study computer science and philosophy, and I'm going to be talking about the past, present, and future of anime with respect to anime as an art form. So my first experience with anime came from when I was a child. I watched shows like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblade, and I think at the time, my understanding and enjoyment of these anime came solely from what was directly perceivable to me. And what I mean by this is just what was on the screen, cool fights, cool monsters, things like that, but nothing more. Over time, I began to realize that the particular aspects of any given anime aren't really there by happenstance. They came about as a result of a deliberate thinking process of the creator. And I think with this in mind, it's a whole nother experience with anime. So for example, what I mean by this is I really like characters that have internal conflicts, and they express their bottled up feelings and emotions through dialogue or through monologues. But sometimes, or very often actually, what these characters say makes me very confident that it comes from direct reference to the creator's personal experiences and emotions. Feelings of being lost in the world, not having a path to follow, not being good enough, or not meeting one's own standards. These are all very genuine human emotions. And they emerge directly from within the creator. That's where the character came from, the creator's own internal mind. So as I begin to understand these visible, perceptible aspects of anime, I also begin to understand these invisible, historical qualities of the anime and what happens within the creator's mind. And I think this also applies to other aspects of anime, such as music. What kind of emotions did the creator have in the process of composing, or what kind of emotions are trying to be invoked within me, or voice acting? What exactly is going on within the voice actor or actress's own interpretation of the character? All of these things are reflected within that final product that comes to me, the viewer. And one way to put it, I think, is if we remove some lava out of a big pool of lava and it hardens into this independent rock of its own, we can look at this rock and analyze it, begin to understand it, and make inferences about that original pool of lava from which it came. And so it's not just that we're enjoying this rock or anime by itself, but we can also enjoy the person, the human being behind it. And of course, I don't think this is unique to anime. I think this is just what makes something art. But of course, anime also has its own unique characteristics and advantages, I think, compared to other forms of art. Probably most chiefly that anime is drawn, and so in terms of what can be shown visibly to the viewer, there isn't really an inherent limit. It's kind of up to what kind of image the creator can put in his mind. Of course, there are some technical restrictions, but these are not inherent ones. I think over time, as people in the industry develop new technical abilities, or new techniques, I should say, or when they explore new ways of expressing anime, for example, stories in all sorts of new different settings, or levels of self-awareness in jokes and stuff. This is a sign of progression, of technical ability. And I think as long as alongside this, the element of human expression is also retained, then anime has a very bright future ahead of it. But I do think that there should be an awareness of things such as, mechanically copying what has been commercially successful for the sake of commercial success, and ignoring, genuine human feeling. I think a product that comes out of this focus on commercial success, for example, is a manufactured, non-living thing in the end. You can't feel another human's heart behind it. I don't think, I'm optimistic, I should say, about this topic. I do think that there is plenty of space in the industry out there at the moment that does retain that humanness. And because of that, I think this is the general trend. I think anime will continue to do this. And I think as long as the creators continue to breathe life into anime, anime never dies.